TV, a broader perspective.
Over the years, Ogoni community has been exposed to hydrocarbons every day through multiple routes because of oil spill. While the impact of individual contaminated land sites tend to be localized, air pollution related to oil industry operation is all pervasive and affecting the quality of life of millions of people in the community. Ogoniland is one of the ethnic groups in Rivers State. It is one of the oil-producing communities in Nigeria since it was first discovered in 1957. Since then, Ogoniland has generated billions of dollars in revenue for Shell Petroleum Development Company (SPDC) of Nigeria and the Nigerian government between the period of 1958 to 1993. Between 1976 and 1991, over 2 million barrels of oil polluted Ogoniland in 2,976 separate oil spills. Aside this, amidst these long years of oil and gas exploration and exploitation in Ogoniland, there is nothing to show for the economic contribution of the Ogoni people to the Nigerian government.
We are trying to get back life again, where the pollution as a result of the fracture of the share facilities, it started from here all over. Down there you can see even out of the palm trees there, all of them dead. This is as a result of the pollution. You can see the plant texture. This is where we used to plant and get big tubers or yams and cassava. But you can see the soil texture. Can you see? This is what we are talking about.
Amnesty International accuses the Anglo-Dutch oil giant Shell of turning blind eye to even helping the military's use of rape, torture, and unlawful killing amidst protests against pollution and poverty back in the 1990s. The UNEP report of 2011 made recommendations for the setting up of the hydrocarbon remediation program with a mandate to clean up Ogoniland and restore economic activities after years of pollution and environmental degradation still observable in Ogoniland till date. It was disclosed that over $366 million have been released to HYPREP to undertake the cleanup of Ogoniland. Sadly, despite the billions of dollars released to HYPREP, there is no significant development undertaken by the body. Therefore, the Ogoni Liberation Initiative, a non-governmental organization of Ogoni people who is saddled with the responsibility of forestalling a further degradation of the environment of the Ogoni people, embarked on Ogoni Must Develop project, an engagement forum of Ogoni Liberation Initiative and allied civil society organizations, media, and stakeholders on the assessment of the implementation of the UNEP report and the call for accountability.
We just finished setting up a forum in collaboration with the civil society group headed by the Ogoni Liberation Initiative here in Abuja to look into the Ogoni crisis involving the environmental remediation and other issue that's affecting the Ogoni people. And here is a communique issue at the end of an engagement forum on the United Nations Environment Program reports on Ogoni cleanup and the need for an audit of the $366 million released to the hydrocarbon remediation programs, HYPREP, supervised by the Federal Ministry of Environment.
After a robust discussion, they made the following observations.
The following observations and recommendations were made. 1. Lack of political will and poor leadership on the part of the Ministry of Environment is a major problem in ensuring an effective cleanup project in Ogoniland. Lack of openness, transparency, and highly secretive fund disbursement system has hampered the operation of HYPREP, which has made the body to expend huge funds running into millions of dollars without any tangible project to show.
And the following recommendations were also made.
The forum thereby recommends the following. 1. Forensic audit of the UNEP initiated program as executed by HYPREP from 2017 to date. 2. Investigations of the final declaration, the $366 million Ogoni cleanup, and publish all the companies involved in the cleanup. 3. Carry out field assessment of project of HYPREP in Ogoni land to ascertain its audience to the UNEP recommendations. 4. Government should immediately attend to the plight of the Ogoni people by paying them compensation for the loss of their livelihood. 5. Government should support the vision of the Ogoni people to stimulate economic activities and bring back normal living in Ogoni land.
I would say that this very cause is what people have died for. Don't forget, the great Sarawiwa died on this matter. And here we are once again, history is beckoning on us to ensure that we draw the attention of this administration under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari to make Ogoni, to declare Ogoni cleanup a struggle that must be completed. It must be an SOS call. This is an SOS call. Save our soul.
I want to say very categorically that the process has been abused, and the authorities that are saddled with responsibility of cleaning up the Ogoni community have not lived up to expectations. And one of the things that we are calling government for is to ensure that those monies that has been expended, the companies that have been involved in the execution of the project should, as a matter of fact, come up with proof that the money that they received, they have judiciously used it to advance the life and development of Ogoni land.
Before now, I was thinking the 60% that was published, 60% completion of the cleanup is actually what is there. But my attention has been drawn to the fact that not even 5% was done. So I believe the president, I want to excuse the president because I want to say that he's not aware. And now I want to make him understand that he should be aware at this point that the cleanup should be thorough, in the sense that the evaluation and the quantity of work done on ground should commensurate with the money collected.
Before the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, he said that his administration will stand for accountability, integrity, security, and others. And those are the things that he wants to fight in Nigeria. And if he can do this at the end of his administration, it will be a plus to his administration. If he can clean up Ogoni land, I think it will be the credit that will outlast him even when he's gone.
We've also agreed that the HYPREP must come to terms with the money released to them so far. We have documents to show that they have received over $366 million, and we've not seen anything on ground to justify where this money has gone. We're going to ensure that this issue of Ogoni must be developed, be taken to the front burner, and that is why this forum, as today, we are going to be asking the relevant question for us to have justice.
It is pertinent that relevant stakeholders should, as a matter of urgency, support the vision of the people to stimulate economic activities and bring back normal living to Ogoni people.
TV, a broader perspective.